John, you recently told entrepreneur.com the keys to getting new customers into the restaurant or business or even that bar that's behind you, by the way. You better invite me over. But more importantly, John, SportsNation's only been on ESPN Plus since January. So since you're a walking cheat code, how can we take some of your advice to get some new people to watch this awesome show?
Well, first of all, you're not in the show business.
Yep.
You're in the business of creating reactions. You achieve it through the show. So keep your eye on the ball. The ball is the way the audience reacts to what we do, not what we do.
Speaking of show business, the Bar Rescue season premiere is May 2nd at 10 Eastern on Paramount Network. So everybody get ready for that. For you, what is the single most rewarding aspect of this show?
You know, it's incredible. When you look at a lot of reality TV, a lot of it is sort of negative. But for us with Bar Rescue, I get a hug at the end of every episode. I really feel, and my crew, when we pack up at the end of an episode, we feel really good about what we've accomplished as far as making a television show, but we really feel we leave people in a better place than when we got there. But I always say, Ashley, at the end of each episode, I get two things. I get a check and I get a hug. A hug almost means more than a check these days.
Yeah.
So we talked a little bit about this off camera, but most people who watch NFL Sunday Ticket would probably assume it was created by somebody in the sports TV field, but it was in fact you. So how did you come up with this brilliant idea? And please tell me that you're still getting a bag from this.
I'm not getting a bag from this.
Oh, no.
But, you know, it started in the mid-90s when a company called ComSat called me up and said, we want to do out-of-market sports programming. And the original premise was that if you lived in New York, you could pay a fee and watch the Dallas game, and it would be sent to your cable box. So you could watch the local coach show and the Dallas game. So they wanted to hire my company to do a feasibility study to see if the hospitality industry would pay for it, how much would they pay for it, how many people would pay for it. So we did that work for them. Then they came back to us a second time and said, what would this product look like? Well, at the time they said that, technology was changing, and it turned from watching the Dallas game into receiving up to 8 signals at the same time. And you could then create a Sunday ticket model where a bar or restaurant or you at home could choose from any game at any time. When they were finished, they brought it to the NFL to license the signal from the NFL and do it themselves. The NFL said, wow, why would we give this away? Let's do it ourselves. And they put me on the board of NFL Enterprises, and then we turned all that work into Sunday Ticket.
John, I want to stay with the topic of sports. I'm just curious, how big of a sports fan are you in general, and who are your teams, if so?
Well, I'm a hockey nut.
Okay.
So I have the opportunity to do broadcasts with the NHL on occasion. You know, I'm a guest on some of their shows. I'm one of the first season ticket holders for the Las Vegas Golden Knights, who I might note are in first place at this very moment.
Yes, they are.
This is a sideline, but I'm a big hockey fan. I'm a big baseball fan. I'll always be a Yankee fan. I grew up on Long Island, and Whitey Ford was very close to my family, and so I have a connection to the Yankees that I'll always have. But my team of choice these days is really the Knights in hockey.
You know, you have a very unique gift. When you walk into a bar, you use the gift of recreation management to fix a situation, no matter how bad it may be at that bar. As a sports fan, though, have you ever thought I could go into this team, this organization, and help them out? Have you thought about maybe one team you could do that to?
I have. I believe that, you know, my style of management would be very effective in a sports environment. And, you know, I laugh of when I was with Marshawn Lynch on Bar Rescue. Yeah. And I'm sitting with him in the car, and Marshawn looks at me and says, you should have been a coach, man. You should have been a coach.
Okay, so you're a businessman and you're also an entrepreneur. You have a line of drink mixers and sparkling cocktails called Taffer's Mixologist, which brings craft cocktail experience to the home. So when you're sitting at home and you're watching a game, maybe chilling in that bar that you're sitting in right now, what drink is in your hand?
Well, depends upon my mood. If I'm in an alcohol spirits kind of mood, I'll drink a Godfather. Okay. And a Godfather is scotch with a little amaretto on top on the rocks. I'll sip on that. If I'm in a refreshment type of a mood, I must tell you, I go for one of my Taffer seltzers. And I'm not saying this just because of a plug. We have a couple of flavors. Our strawberry basil flavor just blows me away.
Jon Taffer, thank you, my friend. Appreciate you joining us.
My pleasure. Good to see you all.
Thank Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.